look at some Vikings targets. That stock is up after the NFL Combine. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. Combine is over. Stock up, stock down. Players' stock is all over the place.
Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, depends where you go. I mean, some reports are different on the same players, but we're going to give our little spin on it. Stock up, stock down. We're going to start with stock up. Before we do, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, smash it. It feels so good on your fingertips. You'll feel proud of yourself after doing that. And also, you'll feel proud if you get yourself a delicious Lift Bridge brew from a local liquor store, or just go to Stillwater and just drink them dry.
Drink them dry. So these stock ups are more Vikings targets. Yeah. So a little substance behind that. So let's just dive right into it. We're putting them all out there at once, and we'll kind of go one by one as we get into it. So stock up, and comments as always. Let us know.
Yeah, look at those guys, man. These Vikings targets, stock up.
Well, let's start with the first one. Anthony Richardson is just going to, dash everybody's dreams. He's not going to be there. He's going to be too far up the trade. The dude looked fantastic. Love him or hate him, which it appears a lot of our viewers are on one side or the other. It won't matter because he's not going to be there.
No, he's not going to be there. I mean, his athletic ability, what he can do far outweighs his shortcomings. Yeah, there's some accuracy issues at times. Sometimes he makes bad decisions with the football, but how athletically gifted this guy is, some of the things he can do is Patrick Mahomes-esque, and he's going to shoot up. And I'd be shocked if he falls over the top 5, to be honest with you. I think team will trade up very, very high to get him.
Yeah, I think yeah, absolutely. So Anthony Richardson, dream is over. Dream that might not be over. Jack Campbell, linebacker from Iowa, just looked damn good. That big size, 6'5", 249-pound frame, and all his drills, he looked fantastic and just kind of stood above the other linebackers.
Yeah, I mean, this has been Patrick Harm's guy from day one, got us on the Jack Campbell train, and we are not getting off. Smooth mover, looked very good in the drills. Workout numbers are all very impressive. The question is, will he be there for the Vikings? It's going to probably have to be a round 3 pick for the Vikings unless they move around this board. So we'll see. But, yeah, Jack Campbell, very, very impressive at the Combine. Stock definitely going up.
Speaking of up, we called this one. Everybody called this one. Deontay Banks just went there and in a class with some very good cornerbacks. Again, like Jack Campbell, really stood out. His 4.35, everything he did, broad jump, vertical leap. You want to look at all the numbers. He did fantastic. And they're also, they're saying he was a fringe first rounder. Now he's top 20 easy.
Well, and then how about just his body? The dude is absolutely jacked. He had muscles upon muscles. His nipples even had muscles in them. This guy is an impressive. So now I think Vikings 23, that's his floor. He ain't going any lower than that, and he's probably not going to get to 23. So Deontay Banks worked himself out of probably being in the purple.
Just think if the Vikings traded up to take him. All right, let's go to the man, Cansey, defensive tackle from Pitt. And I think one of his big things where he came in bigger. He was 6'1", 281 pounds, which got everybody excited.
And then he went ahead and ran like a 4.67 40-yard dash, showing that explosive ability, that straight line speed. Elijah Cansey's a guy I'm really, really, really warming up to. He's shooting way up my board. I love this guy. He is a penetrator. He's a disruptor. He can be that guy who can be that difference maker up front. And think of Brian Flores. Put him inside, put him outside. Elijah Cansey now I think worked his way into being a very, very realistic option for the Vikings at 23.
Yeah, and I believe I read this where he had the fastest 40 time any defensive tackle in the last 20 years.
Beat Aaron Donald.
Damn. All right, you could pronounce this next guy's name. I'm not very good at it.
Adetomiwa Adebawore.
It is. You're close. Adebawore. I think you're right. And he's fantastic. We're not doing him justice by that, but holy shit, talk about stock up. I mean, this guy might be the one guy from the Combine whose stock is the highest after this.
Yeah, I think he was considered like a top 60 pick prior to the Combine. Now this guy, he could get himself into the first round. Had a beautiful workout. His testing numbers were all like right up there, tops in all the edge performances. You look at that with his production at Northwestern. This guy, he's got all the tools. And the question of the Vikings, are they going to go early with an edge rusher? I don't know if they will or not, but if they do, you got to consider this guy for sure.
Adebawore, 6'2", 282 pounds, and 4'49". Kidding me? He beat Travon Walker's numbers from last year. I mean, Well done, sir. Dude made himself some cashish.
Yeah, and just look at, even when he's at the podium, the guy just looks ginormous.
Yeah, he's damn good. Julius Brent's one of our draft crushes throughout this whole process. I mean, his size. I don't think his numbers, like his 40, wasn't anything crazy. They were good, but 34-inch arms. Good Lord.
Yeah, I mean, his 40 wasn't that great, but I think some of the other drills, his vertical jump, broad jump, I think were way up near tops. For a guy that size to run like he did, to work out like he did, I don't think anybody really saw this coming. And then you look at his film where he is just destroying guys. Julius Brents, I had him as a third rounder. Now I think he's securely in the second round. A guy I think, just like Deonte Banks, maybe worked himself out of the Vikings range.
Yeah, when you're dealing with a guy that size, usually maybe a little bit clunky, but he killed it.
Yeah.
He killed it. Julius Brents. He's one of those guys when he goes off the board in round 2, heart will break.
Yeah, it will. It will. Quarterback, we always talk about Vikings going with a late round quarterback. We always talk about Jake Hayners, the DTRs, but a guy who got himself back on the radar with his workout was Stetson Bennett, the two-time NCAA champion. Stetson Bennett from Georgia with the workout that I didn't think he was that athletic. He surprised me.
Yeah, and everybody's blown away by his beautiful throws. I mean, that's why he got me on this list. Just as far as he was throwing dimes. He was throwing dimes. To be clear, I want nothing to do with Stetson Bennett, but he was a winner and he is a quarterback.
Yeah, no, I'm not really on it. Something about him rubs me the wrong way, but both Jeremiah and Charles were just all over his nuts the way he threw the ball. So he's basically right up there with everybody else throwing the football at the combine.
Some were saying he threw the best balls that day.
Yeah.
Well done, Stetson. Speaking of balls, let's go to JSN, the wide receiver. Iowa State didn't run his 40 or anything, but was flawless out there catching the ball and running all those drills. He looked like he was just born to do this.
Well, here's the thing. Everybody knew he wasn't going to run well. He didn't run, but his whole thing was his short area quickness, his ability to get in on the breaks, his route running. And what did he do? In those areas, he just blew away. It was like record-setting performances. So Jackson Smith and Jigba, whether you love him or not, this guy definitely helped his stock without even running the 40. His area, what he was supposed to do, he excelled in. And that's what you got to do. If that's your strength, he blew it out of the water. So 23, I would love to get JSN there.
Yeah, and a lot of, the wide receivers seem to be very murky waters as far as who's going to be the first one. But a lot of the top draft gurus out there are now saying that JSN will be the first receiver gone.
I could definitely see it. Definitely see it.
Nolan Smith, freak, absolute monster, ran faster than pretty much almost everybody. The dude looks possessed how much he wants to dominate football. That's what I took the most away from him. He's like insane. This dude is meant to be good, and he's going to be good. It's his size. That's his knock.
Yeah, I think he was at the podium for like 4 hours. He just wouldn't leave. He kept answering questions. He was having a great time. He was pissed. I wish
you'd come on the show.
He was pissed when his 40 time was like a 4.43 initially. He threw his phone down, ended up being like a 4.39 or something on the official time. He was the talk of the first day. It was all Nolan Smith. You see him in first round mocks. I've seen him mocks the Vikings before. Now I don't know if he gets to the Vikings. This guy is going to go very high for a team that wants to improve their pass rush. He blew this thing out of the water, and he's got the film to back it up too.
Yeah, I love this guy. He's got boomer bust written all over him. The good thing about some of these stock up guys, they're going to be going ahead of us now and bumping some players down. I mean, obviously all the ones we're talking about now could definitely be Viking targets, but that's the best part about it. And I believe we got one more.
It's okay.
Oh, I put Deuce Vaughn on there. You didn't even put him on there. Deuce. 5'5". Darren Sproles. You can't read an article with him and not get 3 words into that paragraph without them mentioning Darren Sproles. And it's true. It looked like a video game. Going so fast on those things. I mean, how are people going to tackle him?
Yeah, I was watching his footwork in that pad drill. It was absolutely unbelievable. And his acceleration through the hole there. There's a lot of running backs that you got to love in this draft class. And Deuce Vaughn is very up there now too. And again, we'll see what happens with the Vikings. Is it something they're going to do or not? Depends what happens with Cook. But if you do look for a running back, I mean, he's still probably day 2 guy at some point.
Oh yeah, he's probably day 3. I mean, Deuce Vaughn, 5'5". I mean, he's a guy. He's not going to be a running. I mean, he's going to come in and get a couple touches a game and see what happens because he's so damn small and slippery. So I think he's definitely a late round guy still.
Yeah, but again, definitely a guy who got his name on the radar, got a lot of teams' eyes on him with that performance. And like you said, those feet were almost video game-esque.
Video game-esque. Those are our big risers as far as Vikings targets. Let us know any of these guys tickle your parts, anyone you want, or throw somebody else down there that we didn't mention.
Yeah, and remember this. Contrary to popular belief, Walt Disney was cremated, not cryogenically frozen.